Hello everyone, this is Gorax with another video in the Hero Spotlight series, and today we're gonna go with Astaion, one of the best supports in the game, and the reason why she's so good is mainly due to her passive that basically steals 30% of enemy HP and 30% of the defense at the start of the battle, meaning that this is basically another Witch's Remain applied through the battle on the enemy, and this is so powerful. It doesn't need accuracy to be working, and Astaion has been utilized almost in every dungeon as it speeds up the fight because it stacks with Witch's Remain. So there's multiple ways to build your Astaion, right? You can build her with Witch's Remain if you're running early dungeons, as she will apply a lot of stacks through her battle. Well, she'll have a chance to apply it very easily through her ultimate. But what also makes her cool is she will gain some extra ultimate energy per enemy hit when you place her correctly, so you can spam this ultimate quite often, and this ultimate also heals your allies by 3% of her max HP. So if we're looking at that, we might consider building her with HP percentage set basically to ensure she is healing a lot, and depending on the build you can go with serial set to make sure she apply Witch's Remain, or if you want to build her a little bit differently. But for this case, let's keep going with this thought. Okay, so we will put serial set on her. This means we will heal our heroes quite significantly and quite often, apply Witch's Remain, and basically make sure we reduce the damage done to the bosses by quite a lot, as the defense of the boss will be reduced significantly through this. Now, there's also another build. You can build her offensively if you want so. You can build her with Downpipe Organ for the early dungeons if you have someone else using Witch's Remain, and instead of using HP, you can go with the attack percentage on this set. You can go with Emissary set as well if you don't have the Moonlight Mantle, and this will help with the damage early on, as she's doing really good damage. Don't neglect that, early on especially, right? So this will be your other build. And also another one is if you are using her in the Vortex, etc., you can use Solar King Horn, as this will increase the damage done of your heroes as well. So you can use that if someone else is using Downpipe Organs, or the chest as well. That artifact works similar way. And then build her again a little bit more defensively with the HP percentage stuff and Moonlight Mantle in this case, right? So there's few ways. And when it comes to the runes, again, when it comes to the positive runes, you want either attack if you're playing her offensively, or you want HP if you're playing her as your main healer. This will help with the healing. You want skill hazer as well. She doesn't scale with enlightenment, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about crit rate, crit damage. Okay, attack percentage is quite good on her, and then HP or accuracy here as well. Remember, if you're building her with Witch's Remain, accuracy is quite important. So yeah, Astaion is one of my most wanted supports when the season, when she was available, has become the real season, and I really went all in for her. I got few copies of her on my main account since there, but yeah, her kit is just so powerful. And also if you use her in the PvP, she will grant you 45% defense increase in the arena, which is quite good. And remember, you can play her as a tank in Temporal Vortex as well. So if you build her as a tank, you will use the Horn, and you will use a more defensive set. So the sets that will work really well is Hope of Oasis. So this will reduce the damage taken by her if she is your main tank in the Temporal Vortex early on, as this will reduce the total damage of she takes from a single hit by 25%. And you also can build her as a tank with Ancestral Protection set instead. That will reduce the damage taken by your ally. So depending on where you are in the game and what's killing you in the Temporal Vortex, you might change these sets. Okay, so she's very versatile. As you can see, 4 different builds. The artifacts will mainly be rotated between 3. This is not really great on her, but something that boosts the damage of our other heroes is really welcome, as she's doing quite good when it comes to survival on her own. Since she scales with HP, she will become a very beefy at frontline or even backline. So let me know in the comment section if you managed to get your hands on Astaion, if you've been using her early in the game, or what other heroes you want to see in the next videos, as since we covered most of the damage dealers for the Shadow faction, we'll go over the supports and tanks available that will match this team and match these heroes really good.